Oh, hello. It's time to have a look at our 1984 Hoover Junior U1104 and see why that motor is seized. What could it be? As we know from what we saw in the original video on this particular machine, we have a very seized motor. Unusual on a Junior, actually. They don't normally seize up completely. Normally there's a little bit of play left and you can kind of get them turning again, but this one is very, very seized. I suspect it may have been stored in a damp garage or an attic or something like that, and it obviously hasn't been used for a very, very long time. So the first thing to do is to get the motor out. Now, you've seen me strip down Juniors previously on the channel, so I'm not going to film that bit. I shall leave a link up there somewhere to the flowery bag machine if you want to see the strip down process. But I'll join you once we've got the motor out and we can see what's going on with it. Well, here's Mr. Motor, and oh, there we go. It was very, very seized. That's very tight, you know, very, very tight. So I think what we'll do is we'll open him up. I think we're going to have to remove that tag. These tags get very, very corroded, and they can break, which is not ideal. But I think we should be okay. So let's whip this open. Nice and easy on these later ones. No nuts to worry about. Oh, dearie me, yeah, quite dirty in here. Dirty. Oh, it's dirty. Yeah, my goodness. Okay, this has seen some work, I've got to say. Interestingly, I'll show you this. Remember I was talking about the electrical safety tests. There we go, you focused. So the last time it was tested was February 2000. So this was working up until February 2000, poor thing. And what's that? My God, that's like 22 years ago. It's almost 23 years. Shocking how time flies. Okay, let's give this a clean. I don't actually think we need to completely strip this down, you know. I think we can get away with just taking off the pulley. Let's take that off. And the fan and all the spacers, which there is a myriad of spacers on these bloody things. It's ridiculous. Ooh, that's quite dirty as well, isn't it? Set that off quick. Get some oil. We'll pop some oil in the top bearing. Just a good amount. Let's try and work that in. Oh, it's feeling much freer already. And let's pop some in the bottom bearing. Oh, there we go. That's a huge difference already. Pop some more in. Good old 3-in-1 oil. I'll put a little bit more up here, actually. That's very dry, that top bearing. Okay, good. Well, we'll call that successful. Let's get this back together. That's certainly a lot freer than it was, wasn't it? Isn't it? Couldn't you? Didn't we? Just want a very small smash. Just try and move these brushes. Now look. I don't know if you can see that there, but the brushes are stuck. That one's not too bad. Oh, actually, he says it is bad. This is always tricky with these. You've got to be so careful because these can break so easily, these end covers, and it's quite corroded as well, which doesn't help. See all the dust and filth in there. That is not ideal. Right, this one. God, that is absolutely filthy in there. I don't think they're going to come out, you know. A bit of gentle persuasion, maybe. Oh, look at all the dirt and filth and muck. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So, if you've got that in your carbon brush holder, it ain't going to do much good. Look how dirty the brush is as well. Look at that. That is a filthy, filthy brush. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can get this one out. Come on. Ah, there we go. Yep. So that one is also filthy. So, not a problem. Clean up those brush holders, clean up the brushes themselves. I think I might just get my little file actually and just run this over. Almost there. Just give them a bit of a clean with a rag and we'll pop them back in. Get rid of that little bit of dirt there. Okay, good. Well, I think we should be all right now. Let's see if they slide. Oh yeah, there we go, look. Huge difference. A huge difference. Right, let's get these back in. And two, brilliant. Okay, I'm going to reassemble the motor now and pop it back in the Junior and we'll see if it runs. Cross your fingers. Right, we're back together to the point where we can run the machine. Got the, oh, smash, whoopsie. Got the bass on, so. Does it work? I don't know if that's on or, I think that's off. So, I'm gonna go bang! You ready? Here we go. Slight there, but not too bad actually. That mean, oh yeah, now that's run. That's lovely and free. Oh, that's great. That's really good. Really good news. I do particularly like this. Do you remember the zip was seized? I've actually managed to get it open. Hey, we can open the zipper. Love this. Look, original, genuine Hoover dust bag. Look at that. Actual H1 Hoover Junior genuine bag. Fantastic. So whoever had this, whoever was using it, I mean, God, they bought genuine dust bags for it, which is unusual. God, normally you see the really horrible, cheap, nasty white paper ones in these when they get to a certain age. But that's quite cool. Now we do have this this marking here on the bag, and I'm still not entirely sure what that is, to be honest. But I've got to figure out some way of getting that off there. I do honestly think this is going to look really nice when it's finished. Can you see the difference in colour there on the camera? So that, again, was the original colour, and that's the colour that the machine is. You can see it if you pull the furniture guard down. If I bring it back a bit, you can see it there. So I think this is a definite candidate for a retro bright next summer. Not this year, because it's utterly freezing out. We've had a blanket of fog for the past 2 days now. I think it is finally clearing, but yeah, not the most ideal weather to do any retrowriting, and indeed not the most ideal weather to even leave the house in. So let's forget that for now. Next steps for this, well, it's got to have a really good clean. I've got to sort the bag out. I've got to put everything back together on it. I'm going to need to do some work on the brush roll because I'm not sure if the bearings are particularly fantastic on it. It's perfectly saveable, so I will do that. Let's put that back on there. Cover yourself up with dirty. There we go, that's better. Oh, look at that, that was much nicer. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed that little exploration into the Junior motor. Just one thing to say, the reason I was slightly worried about the seized motor on this machine was because historically Hoover Juniors very rarely burn out. They don't normally do it because the motor is under such low stress. It's a very lazy motor. I think it's, what is it, 300 watts on this, so it's not particularly working hard. However, when they do go, they tend to really go. I mean, like, they go. The commutator segments actually tend to explode off. So they leave like either one or two gaps where the segments have just kaboom come off. What causes that, I don't know. I guess they get really hot and whatever's mounted them to the armature itself, the glues and the plastics and everything, they just fail. They must get really hot and then just go off. And then of course they slam into the carbon brush, and oftentimes, because they're slowing down at that point, they'll break one of the brushes off, come round to the next one and just go and get stuck in it. So the armature is actually stuck. And if you can't, if you ever find a Junior and you can't turn the armature, sometimes it means they are burnt out and they've gone in this spectacular fashion and you can't actually rotate them. So that's why I was slightly worried. I was thinking, God, I might have an unusual situation where we've got a burnt out Hoover Junior. As I mentioned before, it's not a problem. I've got Hoover Junior motors scattered around. I can see one over there, actually from I think it's from a 1036. So it was never going to be a big deal, but it's nice to be able to save the original motor. Anyway, that's enough waffling. I'm going to stop now. You guys take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!